All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome back, everybody. Today is a new week, a new day, and another green day. Matter of fact, is the biggest green day of the account challenge. Yet, I'm not really satisfied with the performance. Right? Is today was one of the day when basically everything what you're supposed to do by your plan I didn't do, and I get very highly rewarded for it, because when the breakout happened, I've been in the position with a very heavy size. So at that point, just a very little movement, it meant a big percentage move on the account itself. Again, today by account wise is the biggest day performance wise, even if it's one and done, and on the surface it seems a very good day. By underlying is it wasn't a perfect day. So once we get in, let me explain a little bit deeper. Today is not one of the days what's gonna go down in the books as a perfect performance, but I guess all of us humans, right? And sometimes we just give in for temptation when we know better, right? And that's why it's very hard for new traders to keep up with the market, because basically one of these days or performances, what I just did today, I got rewarded for it. What is not supposed to happen, and these days is just making a false assumption for a new trader. It's okay to break the rules, basically, right? And no, it's not right. Fortunately, I'm better to know that and recognize the problem, what happened today. And again, unfortunately for new traders, this is not gonna go down, this kind of mistakes, as really mistakes, right? Okay, I broke my rule, I make money out of it, so let's do it again, right? But that's not really the right mindset to do. So let me explain what happened today. So today we traded in the pre-market in a very tight range. We had about a point range in the pre-market, and from yesterday we have a very important pivot level around the 419 area, right? And that, it seemed, for the today trading day, it was a very important level. So basically what happened in the pre-market, we started to pull back, and as soon as the market opened, we just shoot up. We broke 420 on SPX, we broke 4200. So as it seems, the market was running away, right? So I was patient. I didn't enter the run up. I was waiting for the pullback, and I did my entry exactly like that. I entered right after the pullback, the first candle, make a new high. That was my entry. And until that point, I didn't realize my clock, it wasn't sync with the market. And it was about a 7-8 seconds difference between the market and the clock. Actually, I was looking at the market where I'm trading the actual contracts, not the charts, and it was about the 7-8 second difference, and at that time I was already in the trade, and then basically that is throw me off a little bit, and I try to figure it out. What is the issue? I try to figure it out if think or swim lagging. First, that was my issue. If the think or swim platform lagging, so the candlesticks are not the same as my Webull platform. So what I did, I restarted, and at that time I was in the position, so I shouldn't have done that. When I did that, already we started to go down. I say, okay, we're going down, but that time I also realized the contract prices is not moving so much, and they were so cheap. So basically on that part I wasn't really sweating, so I completely ignored my stop loss, the dollar amount and the percentage amount. So basically by the time my system and restarted everything, we dumped a lot, and then from that point we were just dumping even more. And by that time I figured it out. The problem was on my phone watch. The app wasn't updating, or I'm not sure exactly what happened, but as soon as I switched to a different app, everything was synced. So basically what happened, and this was my luck, I started to average down my position, and I have to say, luckily I averaged in the perfect positions all the time. My first average down was right on the yesterday low of day. So as we reached, right away I averaged down with the double contract size as my original entry. As we went up, we gained a lot of momentum. Still, it didn't bring me break even, but we was heading to the right direction. And then we started to move lower. My second average down, so I averaged down 3 times. The second average down, it was the 418.50 level, and that level is coming from way back. Let me just put on the daily chart. It's not so many lines now because we broke out of our height. So basically I just redid my charts. So basically the 1840, that is the pivot high over here. So the second time as we reached, I averaged down right there. Actually, I'm sorry, I averaged down right on this level. Right on this level. From there again we started to move up, and what we have to be aware, and what I was watching, and I had a confidence we're gonna break the 4200 on SPX, because we did that here, we did that in the morning, so I had conviction it will happen during the day. But that is not supposed to play effect in our trading, right? It's not, we cannot break our rules just because we have a hunch, right? So that was my second average down. and we move back to the same level. So this, the 419.30, actually the 419.48 is the 4200 on SPX. So we were very, very tightly trading in that range. And then out of the blue, two candles came down, and this was a news. One of the Fed presidents said most likely we're gonna have two more rate hikes this year. So not even a pause, not even a cutback, but two more rate hikes. And obviously the market on very heavy volume started to dump like crazy. So again, what I did when we reached the level, I averaged to it the third time. And at this point, I was very, very heavy, very, very heavy by size. But still I had the conviction we're gonna go higher. And the market just closed right now. And my exit, basically, as we were breaking out of this pivot high, that's what I had the exit first. We reached, I didn't sell. I was saying I was holding all day. Let's just make some money, right? So I was holding this pullback, and as soon as we broke this level to the upside, this was very, very sudden, and it's the contract was appreciating very, very nicely. So as we were going up, basically in 41, that was my last entry. Oh, well, actually once we pulled back, I added a very little size over here, and 50, 51, and 52 was my exits. So 50, 51, 52. So the last three candle, I exited all my contracts, and then basically these basically rewarded me for all my mistakes. But again, I know the mistakes what I did. I realized the mistakes what I did. Is not an excuse. So definitely we have to. I have to do it better, and I know better, and definitely is it's just so many things happen at once. And you know, right here as we broke down, I just should give up my trade, take the losses, and just continue from there, right? Because even if I give up my position here and entering to a long position here, then I would have made much more money on the three separate individual entries than all the headache, heartache, and just waiting to see what will happen during the day, right? So please follow your rules. Do not break them. If you reach your stop loss, exit, because the market will be here in the next hour, next day, next week, next month. You always gonna have the proper entries. But if you blow up your account, for some of you guys is the last option, right? It's no more money to put back in the account and restart. So in the long run, to following your rules, definitely is the way to go. All right, so study, learn, and make yourself better as every day passes.